Hello, boys. This is Mega Movies, here with a review, our spoiler review of Deadpool. Saw it last night. To my right is a new guy who you've never seen his face before. I know it might be kind of ugly, but you're going to have to deal with that because he's our friend. So, his name is Mr. 2000 on his YouTube channel. It's a really interesting YouTube channel.
It has nothing on it right now.
Yeah, it's a series about nothingness. And how nothingness just kind of, is all around our world today.
Something will be posted eventually.
yeah. But it'll probably be a lot lamer than, this YouTube channel. Because this YouTube channel is awesome. But, just saying. So, yes. So this is our spoiler review. Meaning that we are going to go full frontal. Tits and all. We are showing everything today. Sharing everything. Spoiling all the jokes. Spoiling all the scenes. All the death scenes. Colossus dies! No, just kidding. He never did. But
Deadpool doesn't die. Because he can't.
Ha! They all know that, dude. But, yeah. So, let's dive right in. As you guys know, we do our bad. Well, no, we do our good first, then we do our bad, and share a lot, go into a lot, but this one's probably going to be shorter, because there's not much bad stuff to talk about. So, but I guess I'll have you start out with some things that you really loved about the film, and, was the highlights about it, too.
Well, of course, we should start off at the beginning. The best opening scene ever. They don't have those lame, produced by such and such or acted by such and such. No, they've got, douchebag, and they got the sexiest guy on earth. They've even got, what else do they have?
All I remember is they had a Ryan Reynolds Sexiest Man Alive magazine during that clip, which was, hilarious. But I'm trying to think. What else did they have?
Hello Kitty.
Yeah, they had Hello Kitty. This film really is the best comic book adaptation I've ever seen. Not, best, comic book movie, because there are some comic book movies The Dark Knight and all that stuff, are masterpieces that I kind of, better. But as an adaptation, this stays true to the character so much. This is Deadpool. This is the Deadpool we've been wanting. This is everything we've been wanting and more. They gave us the Deadpool that we've been wanting. Whenever they announced that it was R, people were saying, is it going to be R? Is it going to be rated PG-13? And then they decided an R rating. And PG-13 could have worked too, but to be honest with you, I saw this and I'm just I'm glad they made it R, because R is what you need to do with a Deadpool film. You need to stay true to the character and go R. Because last time they had a PG-13 Deadpool, it was,
Wolverine.
Don't talk about that. But,
Which brings up another good point. All the jokes about the Wolverine he made. That was great.
Yes. Apparently, we didn't see it, but apparently there's this, second post-credit scene that actually has Hugh Jackman in it. Yeah.
I didn't see that one.
I know. It's it's kind of weird, but they, just added it or something. And, it's a new thing they just added to where it's it's the mid-credit. There's the mid-credit, then there's that Ferris Bueller's Day Off post-credit scene at the very end. And, but yeah, they had one where it's Hugh Jackman is in it or something like that. And they're apologizing for what they did in X-Men Origins or something like that. It's hilarious. I don't know exactly what it is, but I heard it's something like that. So I'm gonna have to look that up all over the internet, see if I can find it. But yeah, all those jokes were great, and I loved how this movie. Whenever I was walking into it, my expectations were getting a bit too high because I was thinking to myself, I'm like, with all the marketing campaigns, some of the best marketing campaign we've seen for a movie, probably ever. This is like, the marketing campaign was hilarious. I saw nothing wrong with the marketing campaign. I said, what if the movie lets me down? I'm like, this is getting my hopes up too high. What if, it's funny, but what if it's not that funny? And I walked in here with high expectations. My expectations were beyond met. This was like the funniest film I've seen in years. I'm saying years. My sides literally were hurting by the time this movie was over. It was just incredibly funny. And it also, one of the highlights to me is that it didn't just rely on the humor, Everything was great. You had great directing, you had great action, you had great writing, you had great character chemistry. All the character chemistry was great in this and everything. But to me, I also loved how this film, it had heart. You felt for him whenever he's trying to get his love of his life back and everything. And then and by the way, her tits are like really hot. Also, you also were scared whenever he was getting tortured and became that disgusting Freddy Krueger, that face fucked graphical map of Utah.
That avocado that had sex with an older avocado.
I know, it was ugly. Oh man.
I can't even think about that face. Okay.
Really? You pick up the Spider-Man pillow? The Spider-Man's like the rip-off of Deadpool. Are you serious? Come on, man.
Where's Deadpool the rip-off of Spider-Man?
Good point. But yeah, I just, I felt all these characters. As I was watching this movie, this is the weirdest thing, because everyone knows me. I am the ultimate critic. I'm the guy who I am searching for things bad in movies. I am trying to find, because I always like to have, some sort of problem, but I mean, and I was thinking about it all last night after the movie was done, but while I was watching the movie, I was just like, I can't find anything wrong with this. This is weird. I was like, what is my problem? I can't find anything wrong. This was everything that I wanted from Deadpool. They literally, sure, it's not going to win the Oscar for Best Picture. It's not going to be a masterpiece. It's not going to be all this stuff. It's not The Godfather. It's not, Wizard of Oz or any of those classical films. But it's perfect for the type of film that you were wanting out of this, in my opinion. I think most people can agree. And so yeah, those are all the things I liked about it. Oh gosh.
One thing that I will say I liked about it was the fact that they did say this was a different kind of superhero movie, and they proved it. It was a different superhero movie. It was not just your average old thing that you see every day in a Marvel movie. It was different. And the ending especially showed that when Colossus was paging on about what is true superhero supposed to be like. And then Deadpool has to cut it off and, ruin it.
Yeah.
That was perfect.
It was you were dragging on too long, man. What was that? I just wanted to go get it over with. The Colossus literally just threw up whenever that happened. I loved Colossus in this. And that was one of the things I was worried about too. I was just you have PG-13 characters of X-Men entering this R-rated universe. How are they going to make this work? and they made it work. They made it work. It was great. I was on board with Colossus's character. I was on board with Megasonic, Teenage Warhead, all the X-Men, all of these characters. I even liked the villain. I liked everything about this movie. I also liked how he also broke the fourth wall. You know, he was like always talking to you as an audience member. I think he even referenced, he's like, I wasn't talking to you, I was talking to those guys and stuff like that. And he pointed to like the screen, and I just love that. You know, it made us feel like we were there in the movie. We were on the journey with Deadpool. We were on this irreverent adventure with Deadpool. It was just a fun ride. But man, this is where it gets hard. Some things that we didn't like about this movie.
Well, I got it. Nothing.
I mean, it's not like a negative. I guess it's like a nitpick or like a more of a warning. This film is not for everyone. This film is going definitely. It's like it only. I would say it appeals to the audience who's fans of Deadpool, who knows the character, who is fans of character, or who don't mind R-rated irreverent comedies. But yeah, this film is not for everyone. People are going to walk out getting offended by this. People are oh yeah, he's wearing the Deadpool shirt. I don't have a Deadpool shirt with me right now, so I'm just wearing my Marvel shirt. It's still cool, but you know, it's not Deadpool, obviously.
Marvel was so 2014.
I know. And that's the thing about this too, is to me this is the best comic book movie I've seen in a while. If Batman v Superman, Suicide Squad, Civil War, etc., all the films that are coming out this year that are comic book movies, can beat this, I'm calling this the single greatest year for comic book movies in history. That's how good this was. But yeah, my only negative would be that this probably, they maybe went like, what? Nope, I don't know. I honestly cannot find anything wrong with this. This is like weird. I mean, that's the only nitpick, is that it's not for everyone. So it's just a warning that, you know, there you could end up not you know, liking it.
I will say one thing. Maybe like there was one villain where I thought that didn't exactly, you know, do much. He was there to talk to Deadpool and get him into doing the project that he was in. But after that, he didn't really have much of a role.
Yeah, that's true. And another thing that just, I guess is a little bit of a nitpick, is his girlfriend that he had. Like, you felt their love. You felt that. I don't like love in my superhero movies. Those love, usually they don't work out. I was on board with the Tony Stark and Pepper Potts, but that's about it. Other ones, I'm not on board with. This one worked because you felt their chemistry, and you felt how those two characters, you felt their emotions, you felt their love for each other. This is actually a cool Valentine's Day movie if you want to take your boyfriend or your girlfriend to go see it. But my
Oh gosh.
my only negative though with this, I guess I could say, is that I wish in a way they would have focused more on what was happening to her while he was becoming Deadpool, because you know you just saw her sit in a chair looking kind of sad. Then you saw her like next shot, she's like working at the strip club, and it's like, then you see that she's like walking down the streets with an umbrella. I'm like, okay, this is cool and all, but like I wish it kind of, I guess, would have shown you more of what was happening to her. I mean, it still worked the way they did it, but that would have been, I guess, a interesting way to do it. Maybe they'll have like an extended director's cut or something. But yeah, but that's pretty much all I can say that's bad about this film. I love this film, guys, and to me, I don't do this very often. I only gave 2 films this score last year. I'm going, just based on the pure entertainment factor of this film, and just based on what I wanted out of this. It's not a masterpiece, not The Godfather, not an Oscar-worthy film, but it is everything I wanted and more. I'm giving this film 10.
3.
Yes, 3. No, 10 out of 10. This film was awesome. I loved it. Every single minute of it. Could not find a single thing wrong. What would your score be?
A 10 out of 11.
An 11 out of 10. Yeah. I just went there. This could actually reach that 11 out of 10 score for me. I love this film. It's not for everyone. You may not like it, but at least I personally, I know all film is subjective. Some people won't like it. Some people will like it, but I don't see how people cannot walk out with a giant smile on their face. This was an amazing. I mean, he always smiles, so it doesn't count for him. But this is just a fantastic movie. If you want to take your boyfriend or your girlfriend to say, okay, there's going to be some tits, there's going to be some sex, but hey, we can have sex after the film's over anyway, so it's fine, or something. But
don't do that.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah, and make this movie, guys, be the #1 movie of like this weekend, because it needs to be. I mean, we were already surprised at how jam-packed the theater was, so go and see this movie. It is worth your money. It is worth all your time. Trust me, you would not be disappointed. Go see Deadpool as soon as you can.
Before we leave, I just gotta ask you one question.
What?
You're either going to disappoint one fan or another. Are you ready? Which was a better movie? Star Wars or Deadpool?
I may have to save that for another video.
You disappoint all of us.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Well, I gave this film a higher score than Deadpool, because wow.
You gave Deadpool a higher score than Deadpool. Everybody here for Deadpool.
I gave Deadpool a higher score than Star Wars. Because, I did have a few actual negatives with Star Wars. It was still great. I would say I was actually a bit maybe more entertained by this movie, but I haven't had any theater experience like Star Wars Episode 7 was. So for me,
and we don't answer.
Yeah, I'm not answering that. I'm going to have to think on that, ponder on that, and then get back to you guys after that. Maybe I can make another video about, maybe that can be my first Versus show, because I'm thinking about adding that to my YouTube channel, where we fight and debate over 2 things. Maybe we can do a Deadpool versus Star Wars Episode 7.
Mega Movies versus Mr. 2000.
Yeah, no. Anyways, guys, subscribe, like this video, do whatever, guys, and keep all up to date. All the new things coming onto this channel. So long, guys. This is my buddy, Mr. 2000. Subscribe to his YouTube channel.
And remember, peeps, stay pretty.
Stay classy, San Francisco.